Alrighty. Good afternoon. I am here with Haley Hale Morrissette. Did I say it right?
That's correct.
All right. And tell us where you're representing. I know you're in Florida, you're by a beach somewhere. Talk to us about
Yes, I am in where the best beach in all of Florida is, just Pensacola, I know, but our white sands, they have something for them. But seriously, I'm in Pensacola. We are the north side of Florida, right under Alabama.
Yes, wow. Some of the best beaches are over there. I will definitely support you on that.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about your platform and why are you running? Why is this important? All of that stuff.
Okay, so I have been organizing and doing electoral and just grassroots organizing the last 10 to 12 years of my life.
How old are
I,
you? Why you look so young then?
it's
That's
always a
another
question.
issue for another day. All right.
So I'm only a year younger than the incumbent, but I'm 33. I'll be 34 on the 23rd of this month. Um, so yes, I've spent my whole 20s and some of my 30s already organizing and just working for the people.
Job well done on that, right?
Thank
Because
you
a lot
so
of folks need
much.
to jump in and what inspired you to actually run? Because we do need more folks, like you heard me talking to Gary. We need more folks who honestly pick up the mantle and run. What is
Absolutely. Well, I was asked to run back in 2020 actually, and I was like, no, I just don't feel like now is the time. I have two little boys and
okay?
raising a family. Um, and it just came that this year seemed like we really needed some change. We really needed people that were going to go in and go hard. But also, I was really inspired because folks weren't excited about politics right now,
Mhm.
especially not in my area. Younger folks, I wanted to be able to ignite something. And I knew because people kept asking me for like the last 5 years, they was like, are you going to run for office? You should run for office. And with that, I was like, I should go set an example. And so
Yeah.
I wanted to set an example. One of the outcomes from this is that I want at least 5 people that are ready to run in 2 years.
Nice.
So definitely came into this with an organizing plan.
I love
Yeah.
that. Okay, okay. Well, talk to us about what's important to you in that area and the folks in that area.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a little different up here. District 1 for State House, it runs from Perdido Key, which is right at like that Florida Alabama line, and it goes
Mhm.
Pensacola, Gulf Breeze, Pensacola Beach, and then Navarre, Holly Navarre area.
Okay.
So I have like these infrastructure areas that they don't have public transportation.
Mhm.
There needs to be, there's like one high school in an area type things.
Okay.
Like there's some real investment that needs to happen. And so really they need to be prioritized. Like the people and communities need to be prioritized here. I'm also a born and raised Pensacola girl. I know what it is that needs to be done here. I'm
Mhm.
a social worker, so I'm on the ground with folks. I was
Wow.
actually social worker of the year for the whole state of Florida. I'm really
Wow,
proud of
for the
that.
entire state of Florida.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. Thank you.
Okay. That's highly impressive. That's highly
Thank you. But so it's like I know and I can see that communities need investment. And so my platform, my name is Haley, so my nickname was Comet as a little girl. We're taking Haley's path, which is hope, healing, and healthcare for all.
okay.
Um, I know that investment into healthcare, which includes dental, includes mental health care, that it can strengthen our communities in ways that I don't think other legislators are looking at.
Because you've
So
been on the ground, you see it, you know it.
exactly, like we're talking about job creation, being able to
Mhm.
strengthen communities and families, not just throwing more therapists into the mix. And of course, we want that investment into that, but also like how are we collaboratively as a community coming together to take care of everyone's health care and mental health? So
Okay.
I've been able to talk to some really important people at some of like our community health facilities, but I just think that that is one of my top priorities is making sure that that healthcare for all is something that truly comes to fruition here in the state of Florida.
And tell me what's the community there like? Like, okay, what do people do primarily? right? So that we get
Mm.
a sense and a feel. You know, and maybe how many constituents are in your area.
Yeah, so my district has about 140,000 voters. It
And
is a
that's a pretty
lot.
large district there. I mean, that's
It's
not
a
that.
large district.
Yeah. Have you found that, like, we get this a lot about Pensacola, that it's
Mhm.
ignored, like nobody who's running statewide kind of comes? Is that what you get that sense of?
That is absolutely a thing. It's one of the reasons, if we're being completely honest, why I became, I used to be a trauma therapist. I left trauma therapy to go into national organizing because I wanted the tools and the things, the resources to come into the panhandle because
Okay.
everybody, and it's not just legislators, literally resource wise, everything stops right at about
Mhm.
Tallahassee.
I understand what you're saying. Okay.
Everything stops at about Tallahassee. So I was like, I got to get on the ground. I have to be able to make some noise. I have some amazing friends that do the same things. We're like number one with the opioid crisis and
Really?
overdoses. Yes. Yes. For a time being, we were number two in people that were locking up children, sending children to jail. Like, we have had some serious issues, and it's because nobody looks past Tallahassee a lot of times. So
Hmm.
it's really time for that change, and I wanted to kick into gear to be a part of that.
And I'm just happy that, again, you're doing something about it. That's the key. That's the key. Now tell us, you know, the first 30 days you're elected.
Hmm.
What's your priority? We know healthcare. We
We
know
know
that.
healthcare.
What else?
Education, investment into education is also very top. Like I said, I have two little boys. They are absolutely the reason why I am so pumped about getting outside too. But we have had the issue, the incumbent for my seat has drafted educate like bills that actually I feel harmed public education systems,
Mhm.
including higher education. Like he is the co-sponsor for the DEI bill and
Yeah.
taking DEI out of the higher education
Okay.
institutions in the state of Florida, and he's proud of it. I'm not proud of that
Mhm.
at all. I
Mhm.
don't think that represents the people of Northwest Florida or the state of Florida at all. So looking at those reversals in education, the other big thing, I have really three huge top priorities, which include that healthcare, that education, but the insurance crisis, the property insurance crisis.
Yeah.
I feel that I have something that we can push together collaboratively. It's something across the aisle that it doesn't have to be a Democrat or a Republican to get fixed. We just got to work together to do it. I
God,
think that
that's
we
that's
can.
one of the biggest issues facing Floridians right now. I
It
mean,
is.
especially as number one, housing and cost of living gets higher. We are truly in an insurance crisis.
We are. We are
Mhm.
absolutely in it. I'm a homeowner myself. I've made some great decisions, but also decisions that still put me at a space where I am out here with everybody else for sure, like just trying
Yeah.
to make the best for my family. Um, but for other Floridians, like the insurance, the property insurance crisis, even whether you're a renter or you own, this ends up being passed down to you
It
so
sure
that it
is.
affects you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it
When
affects
it affect,
everybody.
that's essentially that's a big reason why some rental rates have increased, because
Hmm.
I mean the homeowners have to pass along those increases
Yep.
somehow, somewhere. And so yes, even as a renter you're facing this
Hmm.
as an issue. Yeah. Well, Haley, tell us a little bit about how we can help you inspire voters. What do you think it needs? We want to make sure there's a turnout, a good turnout for
Yes.
all that work that you guys put in.
Yes, I am so proud to be part of the Blue 140, as we're calling ourselves, of everyone who is challenging a seat for the first time in 32 years. Every seat's being challenged. So, one, no matter where you are, you can monetarily support me by
Tell us
going.
how to find you.
My website is Run Like Hell, HALE,
I now get it. Okay.
You get it. So I'm Hale. Runlikehale.com. You can get a shirt from me. You can order a hat. But definitely my Act Blue is up. I do need it because my county, I land into two different counties, Escambia and Santa Rosa. So I do need the financial support and backing of the everyday people. I don't want it from corporations. I've been really clear about that. But also, tell somebody about me. Tell someone about the brave African American girl in North Florida that is having the audacity to push back with common sense solutions. I'm not part of an agenda. I tell people all the time, I am tired of my politics being a reality TV show.
Oh.
That's not, I am part of that.
Mhm.
So I want people to understand that I'm a representative of everyone. Please tell somebody about me. And also gather at least 5 of your friends and make your voting plans together. 5 of y'all. It's a date. We have to go to the polls
Have
together.
to go and go to the polls early.
Early, absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
I do want to give a shout out to the Santa Rosa Dams over there because that's a cool club there.
Love
Those
them.
folks are amazing.
Yes, they
Yes,
are.
yes, yes. Well, Haley, tell them again how to find you on social media as well so that they could follow you, they could support. Again, I want to remind people you might not live in the Panhandle, but you can support from any area throughout Florida. Like, come on, phone bank, do what you need to do. Actually, not even
Yes.
some of our listeners are gonna tune in from across the United States. Support from wherever you are.
Yes, you can support from wherever you are. Like I said, runlikehale.com. You can sign up to volunteer. I do need phone bankers. I absolutely need that. I need people to call folks, ask your friends to donate 25 and match your 25. But also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's Vote Morrissette, my last name Morrissette.
Okay.
Not like Alanis, because Alanis is missing an S. I have 2
Um,
R's, 2 S's, 2 T's, like
oh,
Tallahassee or
okay.
Mississippi.
I love it. Thank you. We will tune back in with you. We're gonna be have watching the debates tomorrow, and hopefully we come back and connect with you on Wednesday so we could do a recap about
I would
all
love to do
everything that
that.
happened. All right, perfect. So good luck to you, but we'll stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank, thank you so much.